In Oregon, time to show you the big boys, the lineman challenge to get physical out here. Look out! Indomitian Sue going to break up a fight. How about that?
Time for the big boys to get involved.
Look at that. I'm telling you what, these guys were getting after it. The lineman challenge, part of the opening here in Beaverton on Nike's, at the campus of Nike's World Headquarters. Dari Noka here alongside National Recruiting Analyst Craig Harvard. I know you focus on the big boys a lot. I mean, you're the guy out there, you're watching. I saw you out there watching these guys throughout the course of the day, and this is kind of your baby. I know you like this.
A lot of great quarterbacks here. They're doing a great job, but they cannot do anything if the offensive linemen do not block for them and the other guys on the defensive side of the ball. Schools are recruiting to get after those quarterbacks and make life tough for them, and we're going to see some of that now in action.
Oh, by the way, down the road, it can pay to be an offensive lineman, too, because you look at the NFL draft this year, 7 of the top 10 overall, including 6 of the top 7. I've forgotten how prevalent offensive linemen were. We're linemen. I mean, so you're talking linemen, period. How prevalent they were. A lot going on for the bigs over the course of the week here at the opening, including classroom sessions.
Yeah, it's just not about being on the field. These guys, like quarterbacks, have to learn about technique, what they can do better, and things that they can then take to the field, because about being a good defensive lineman is about using your hands and having a plan, and for offensive linemen, it's about knowing what those defensive linemen can counter and come at you with, so you could be best prepared.
And the lineman challenge, what it is a series of one-on-one matchups. And you can see, for instance, Cam Robinson and Joe Henderson. Robinson on your left there, and Henderson on your right, or you're going to see rather in just a moment. Again, look at the bigs getting after it there. And the big number 76 there, that's Cam Robinson, who's undeclared out of West Monroe, Louisiana. These guys, again, the first matchup here, one-on-one, head-to-head, what you do is you go 3 times. Whoever wins 2 is considered the winner there. Those 2 guys standing by with Tom Luginbill.
All right, we're going to kick off the lineman challenge with our #1 ranked offensive tackle in the class, Cameron Robinson to my right, going against Tennessee Volunteer Commitment, Joe Henderson to my left. Now, Joe, you guys have gotten to know each other a little bit over the last couple of days. What do you need to bring to the equation to beat this man over here to my right?
Speed, hand movements, knock his hands down, get around him.
How do you think you've competed so far to this point?
I think I did good. He got me a couple of times. I got him a couple of times. We just going at it. I just got to apply the things that I learned in camp, win this.
All right, Joe thinks he's got the speed. Cam, you worked that speed. You've seen it. What do you got to do to counter it?
Oh, just get out my stance real quick, get a good set, get my hands on them, very, very well, and I can't reveal too many of my secrets, but that's all I'm gonna let go right there.
All right, he's got some weapons in his arsenal, but he's not gonna let us know what they are. So let's go ahead and show us what they are. These 2 guys are gonna kick it off right here.
All right, so here you go. Cam Robinson, the #1 offensive guard in the class. #1 offensive tackle, I should say, #7 overall in the ESPN 300.
So far, Cam Robinson, throughout this event, he could be special, Dari. One of the best offensive linemen possibly we have seen in the ESPN 300 era, talking about guys like Andre Smith. Look how flexible he is. Now watch how quickly he sets and how patient he is. Watch his hands. Joe Henderson is trying to make quick moves, and the outstanding bend and foot movement and the patience by Cam Robinson doesn't let Joe Henderson go anywhere.
Henderson out of Cleveland. Verbal commitment to Tennessee, but my goodness, an impressive showing by Cam Robinson here.
He got his hands on him and he locked him down. You don't want to keep punching. If you're an offensive lineman, you want to get back, you want to get set, get your hands on the rusher and not let him get anywhere. Watch him get set, watch that kick step back, and swoop. He is latched on and he is not letting Joe Anderson go anywhere. Outstanding job by Cam Anderson.
Andrew Brown coming up next and has had a difficult battle. Lost his mom. He talks about how it's impacted him on the field.
The death of my mom, that was the craziest, right? Man, that's what keeps me driving nowadays. It was hard. And then every time when I get out there on that football field, that's all I think about when I grind for her. To deal with the pain, sometimes I just go out there and just practice my football stuff. So that's how I use football as my outlet. Like some days, I'll just be thinking about it. Then when I go out to football practice, I take my anxiety and anger out on the football field, and I do better than the day I wasn't thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? So I use her as my motivation.
Now Brown off to Virginia, #3 player in the ESPN 300. He's going up against Toa Lobendon, #12 offensive guard, off to USC.
Yeah, Andrew Brown's very explosive. Let's look at this.
If you hesitated a little bit, just run, do the move, full speed, non-stop. Just run through him, head fake, and then run through him.
Basically, what he tried, Don Ginsu was trying to tell him was, go fast. You know, his first move, he didn't come through with the club in the rip. Play fast, get off the ball. Andrew Brown, very explosive. Nice job by Tolo, lobbing down the USC verbal commitment. He didn't give him any leverage. Andrew Brown tried to come in through with the rip, but it wasn't there. Now let's watch what he's able to counter with here. One of the things that Andrew Brown, Dari, is so great was that first step quickness, but he was a beat late there, and Lovendon was able to get set and get in position, get the hands on, and we're going to watch it. Good position, he's staying low, he's staying in front, he leads a little bit, he gets the hands on, he's able to recover. Now, Andrew Brown got to the bag, but you think in real life the quarterback's going to take one step up in the pocket. And I would think that's a very nice job by the USC verbal commitment.
If you're getting your hand on a jersey as you're going to the ground, you're not going to do much damage. Now maybe Dominican Sue could find a way to do a little damage. All right, here we go, a new matchup. Aina Tawa. Detroit Colorado type hair. Look at the physicality as he goes up against J.C. Hassanauer.
That's what we want. That's what we want. That's what we want. Hey, you had his hand in there. You had his hand in there. Just take his hand and go with it. Go with it, kids. Just like we did the last time. The last time we talking about following control, and you went right through him. Do the same thing. Let's go.
And what a job by Hassanauer there. Woodbury, Minnesota, number 10 center in the class. He's off to Alabama for Minnesota.
Did you feel that? Hey, hold on. Widen out a little bit.
Watch the explosiveness of Tawa and see if J.C. Hassanauer can get in position. Very nice job with the hands and being able to mirror. Really impressive job by the Alabama verbal commit at center, being able to get the ball snapped off and being able just to stay in position and stay balanced.
I know folks in Minnesota and the Great Lakes region are thinking, oh really? Or I say in the land of 10,000 lakes. Nick Saban came up and got one of ours too. You better believe it. Hassanauer says he's going to Alabama. Look at the work he's doing.
Yeah, outstanding job. You know what it is? He's not overextending. He's just snapping the ball. He's getting set. He's getting hands-on with good bend. And once he's locked on, he's able to slide and mirror.
How about Deshaun Hand, top defensive end? He's heard some strange things.
This coach told me I mean by that. And I was like, Coach, this is dead. He was like, oh, it's okay, you can tell. So after that, I was like, whoa, this is crazy. But he's fired from that school, but I'm not gonna lie. So I just laughed on the phone. I was like, are you serious, man? And no, I knew he was lying. You know. It's a mindset.
Yeah, just don't let him touch you. That's all you gotta worry about. And you should get off the ball because he's slow. And once he gets going one way and trying to get up with you, and if you're past the quarterback, remember how you spun back and came underneath? Do that same thing. Hey, I understand that. And the hamstring hurts. So you ain't gotta go full speed. You still fast. You're 3/4 as faster than his fastest ever. Don't catch him. All right?
All right, so this matchup in white, Damian Mama, number 3 offensive guard, undeclared at this point against Deshaun Hand, the number 1 defensive end, also undeclared, but highly rated guys by you guys with the ESPN 300.
And we saw Dominican Sue talk about not letting him get his hands on you. We saw Deshaun Hand come off the ball and knock down Damian Mama's hands. Using your hands is so key for defensive linemen. Those offensive linemen get nervous when their hands get taken away. Watch them chop it down, get the edge, and come around. Outstanding shot. But Deshaun Hand, Dari, has so much upside. It's about taking all the tools that he has and developing him to be the best football player he can.
That young man we've got ranked as the number 4 player in the entire nation, regardless of position. Here they go, round 2.
And now we see the power move from Deshaun Hand. Damian Mama got his pad level too high. Deshaun Hand, a very strong young man, gets under the pads, is able to push him back and press the pocket. And we're going to see Lamb come off the ball now, get into him and watch him get underneath the pads and just move him back. Damian Mama has to sink those big hips. He's got to get lower. He's got to anchor. He's got that size to do it, but pad level is always so key in the game of football. Let's see here on this third rep how the big guard can rebound because he's an outstanding prospect. 350 pounds, agile on his feet.
Here we go, round 3. Damian Mama in white, Deshaun Hand in black. Both very highly rated in the speed of hand. So a very impressive showing from the young man from Woodbridge, Virginia. Here's Tom Luganville standing by with the defensive coach, Dominican Sue.
I'm gonna line you up.
Alongside Dominican Sue here, and Dominican, what are you trying to impart on these young men? Is it technique? Is it attitude? Is it effort? Give us an idea.
It's a combination of all that. It's really, obviously, first and foremost, effort. You can never replace effort. You can never coach it. It has to just be instilled into the kids. And then, obviously, we want to learn, we want to teach them techniques so they can beat these other guys because they're all God-given talent, athletically gifted, and they're all big and strong. So you got to learn how to beat a guy with your technique, and that's the most important right now.
Who's impressed you the most to this point?
Solomon Thomas has been really impressive to me. He's been learning really, really fast. There's a lot of other kids out here that are growing, but I've been close to Solomon so far, and he's just progressing day in, day out. So hopefully we'll see him up next.
Good stuff. Go get after it.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, now our 5th matchup, number 72 in white, Roderick Taylor, number 1 offensive guard in the class against Chad Thomas, the number 17 defensive end Hogs.
Yeah, he talked about Solomon Thomas impressing him, and I'm talking about Sue. Chad Thomas has been one of the guys who has really impressed me through this event. You look at that lean frame, but look at the power he can play with. That is leverage. Look at him. It is not the biggest defensive lineman here. He has a long, lean frame, but he got underneath Roderick Taylor's pads, and he was able to power him back into the quarterback. His power throughout this tournament has been impressive. Look at him get underneath with the hands and just drive him back right into the quarterback.
And they top dogs, so they all scared. They all scared.
He's also getting some instruction there from Chuck Wiley, who played at LSU. 2 excellent guys working with these young players. And here we see Thomas come again. He tried to go with the power again. This time, Roderick Taylor was able to anchor. And that's why you need to be able to, Dari, be able to kind of diversify your pass rush offense.
Well, Thomas wins that battle, but overall, over the course of the week, 1 winner on offense and 1 on defense. Here's Tom Luganville with him.
Thanks, Dari. Obviously, anytime you get into a lineman one-on-one challenge, it generally benefits the defensive player. There's no run support responsibility. He's got a 2-way go. But now the pads came off, and so I'm joined by the 2 MVPs, the offensive MVP in the offensive line, J.C. Hassenauer, and the defensive MVP in the defensive line, Chad Thomas. So, J.C., I'll start with you first. What can you take away from an event like this against this caliber of competition?
Well, like you said, it's great competition out here and great coaching. I mean, this is some of the best coaches out here and, you know, some of the best competition as well. And, you know, it's a lot of fun. Got to meet some nice guys and a couple of my teammates actually as well. So, you know, it's going to be a lot of fun these next 5 years.
From an expectation level, how did you think you stacked up coming into the event and now that the event's completed?
Well, you know, my goal is to be the best center in the nation, so that's what I'm striving for, and that's where I want to be.
Good stuff. Chad, how about the speed off the edge? One of the true pass rushers out of a 3-point stand off the edge. How do you assess your performance?
I give myself an 8. I came in here thinking that I'm a freshman in college, so I had to do what I had to do.
The offensive lineman, obviously bigger, stronger, more agile, can handle you a little bit more maybe than the average high school player. How did you feel you adjusted throughout the week?
I used my speed on them. I see that all of them was slow. They got me in the weight room. That's one thing I can say. But I used my speed and I flew past them.
Sounds good, guys. 2 MVPs right here in the offensive line and defensive line.
All right, Luke, thank you very much. Again, part of what we do here at the opening is we get some of the highest profile young men to tell us where they intend to go play college football. And while we're doing the lineman